Hey guys, Matt Miller here with PolitiBrawl News. Watch Congresswoman Nancy Mace use a politically incorrect term and the Democrats stop everything to scold her about it. This is just woke nonsense to the max. Watch it right here.
USAID has pillaged and plundered the American treasury, essentially lighting American taxpayer dollars on fire, funding some of the dumbest, stupidest, just dumbest initiatives imaginable, all supported by the left, and that's why their party is crumbling. Today, I'm going to expose some of the initiatives USAID has funded over the years and ask each of you a yes or no question. If you believe these expenditures of American taxpayer dollars put America first, so it'll be yes or no. USAID awarded $2 million to strengthen trans-led organizations to deliver gender-affirming health care in Guatemala. So to each of you this morning, does this advance the interests of American citizens paying for trannies in Guatemala to the tune of $2 million? Yes or no? Governor?
No. I have no position.
Of course you don't. Okay, USAID awarded over $750,000 to fund alleviating loneliness among migrant garment workers in India. Does this advance America's interests, Governor?
No.
No. I have no position.
USAID awarded $1.5 million for providing a gender-sensitive response to migration at the Venezuelan border. Does this advance America's interests, Governor?
No.
No. I have no position.
Does this advance the interests? Okay, so USAID awarded $4.3 million on October 1st, 2023 to a group to fund comprehensive health services for men having sex with other men in South Africa. Does this advance the interests of American citizens, Governor?
No.
No. I have no position.
I bet you don't. Okay. USAID awarded $1.5 million to advance diversity, equity, and inclusion in Serbia's workplaces and business communities by promoting economic empowerment and opportunity for LGBTQI plus people in Serbia. Does this advance America's interests?
No.
No. Nope.
You have no idea, right? Okay. USAID awarded over $70,000 to a group to deliver a live musical event to promote the U.S. and Irish shared values of diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility. Does this advance the interests of America?
No.
No. No position.
No position or no clue. Okay, USAID awarded $1.5 million to fund strengthening community support structures to upscale LGBT rights advocacy in Jamaica. Does this advance our interests?
No.
No. No position.
USAID awarded $28 million to a group to facilitate the economic insertion of Venezuelan migrants and refugees in Peru and Ecuador. Does this advance our interests?
No.
No. No position.
Okay, USAID awarded $17.5 million to fund voluntary medical male circumcision overseas. Does this advance America's interests?
No.
No. No position.
I don't know what circumcision overseas has to do with America First either. USAID awarded nearly $150,000 to fund HIV prevention services targeting men who have sex with men and transgender. Does this advance America's interests?
No.
No. No position.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm limited to 5 minutes, but these are the programs Democrats are so desperate to save. Our foreign assistance system is badly broken, and this ends now. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back.
Mr. Chairman, parliamentary inquiry.
Yes, sir.
The gentlelady has used a phrase that is considered a slur in the LGBTQ community and the transgender community. And let me please finish without interruption. And
Tranny. I don't really care. You want penises in women's bathrooms, and I'm not going to have it.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Let the gentleman state his parliamentary inquiry.
to me, a slur is a slur. And here in the committee, a level of decorum requires us to try consciously to avoid slurs. You just heard the gentlelady actually actively, robustly repeat it. And I would just ask the chairman that she be counseled that we ought not to be engaged. We can have debate and policy discussion without offending human beings who are our fellow citizens. And so I would ask, as a parliamentary inquiry, whether the use of that phrase is not, in fact, a violation of the decorum rules.
Mr. Chairman, I'm not going to be counseled by a man over men and women's spaces or men who have mental health issues dressing as women. I'm not being counseled by some guy.
My inquiry is to the
over
chairman,
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
Order. The inquiry is about decorum. Decorum is at the discretion of the chair.
that's
I will be
mansplaining,
honest,
Mr. Chairman.
with the ranking member. I'm not up to date on my politically correct LGBTQ terminology. We'll look into that and get back with you on that. I don't know what's offensive and what's not. I don't know much about pronouns or
I appreciate that,
offensive
Mr. Chairman.
terms. in
Mr.
that
Chairman, we don't have to
community.
anymore.
So this is news to me. I don't know about you guys. That word, just in case it is a slur, I don't want to repeat it and get us demonetized here, but that word is all of a sudden now considered a slur. I thought that was pretty interchangeable with transgender or trans person or transvestite. I have known that's kind of an antiquated term, I guess, but people still say it, I think. But the Democrats, they prove us right? If our point is that we're always saying that they're too woke, they're too concerned about names and words and trying to police our language, to censor the way that we speak, by tattletaling about a use of a politically incorrect term, I feel like that just proves our point, right? I mean, that's what we're saying. Like, you guys, are you really worried about the most important things? How about you address the substance of what she said, or actually bring up something of value in this conversation? The point that Nancy Mace is driving home isn't even about transgender things. It's about the wasteful spending of USAID and the Washington, D.C. bureaucracy that Trump and Elon Musk are gutting right now. They're finally auditing our government and making sure that American taxpayer dollars are not being wasted. And Nancy Mace is laying this all out, all of these absurd things that the government has been spending money on, that I'm outraged as a taxpayer to even have $1 go to this stuff. This is incredibly irresponsible and frustrating. And this guy's best response is that, oh, she used a word that's a slur. That's just, it's so annoying and it's so frustrating to hear that. That's what our elected officials care about more than where our actual dollars are going. I don't know about you guys. I work every day, 5 days a week, sometimes up to 7 days a week for a paycheck. And that paycheck gets a big bite taken out of it to go to taxes, to go to our government. And I pray to God that money is going towards something that actually matters. The defense of the American nation, going to our military, going to paving our roads so people don't get into accidents, helping the poor, helping people who are disabled, who actually need welfare or something, a safety net from the government. I don't want it to be going to transgender plays or transgender musicals in Peru or whatever it was, all these different things. They sound like a right-wing conspiracy theorist pulled something right out of his butt and made all this stuff up. But this is actual documented expenditures of the USAID. I think every American today is so furious about this. Now we know the truth. Even if this was lying in plain sight, now we know the truth about what our government prioritizes over American citizens and what their actual needs are. People who are suffering, our veterans who are not able to find jobs when they get out of the service. They're disabled. They have PTSD. They're dealing with tremendous struggles. And our homeless population, people who are still living on the streets, they're American citizens. Kids who, why don't you give this stuff to St. Jude or something? Why don't you give this to help kids who are sick? I mean, our taxpayer dollars can be going to any number of better causes than this kind of woke, unbelievable garbage. And it sounds like the Department of Education, which is a woke, bloated bureaucracy that needs to be slashed. It needs to be gone through with a fine-tooth comb. Find the waste, find the people who are committed to indoctrinating our kids rather than educating them. That should be the next target. Make sure that our government departments are set only on promoting the interests of the American people or the sector that they serve. And make sure that they do an effective job with it, too. There should be deliverables. There should be things that people either succeed or fail at. And if somebody is failing, they're fired. They don't get to fail up. They don't get to just sit there, do nothing, work from home, take a nap, and not actually have to deliver for the American people. I think this culture change is something that we've needed for a very long time. And I'm glad to say that it seems like we're finally getting that culture change in our government. Let me know what you guys thought of this clip in the comments. Do you think Nancy Mace was out of line here, or was she right on the money? If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell so you guys get notified when we post new videos. Thank you so much for watching and your support, and I'll see you next time.